Welcome to another session of Can I Have Another? I'm Mike.
I'm Steph.
We are here at Dive Bar 75 on 75th Street in Manhattan, New York, New York. We're here with our lovely bartender.
Hi, my name's Allyse.
Hi, Allyse. How you doing? How's your night going?
I'm good. I'm good.
So, can you give us a backstory about yourself?
Well, I'm a photographer originally. I hailed from Florida, and I've been here in the city for like 5 years, and I've worked at Dive for the last like 3.5 years. Yeah.
That's amazing.
So, how did you end up here? I kind of stumbled across this job. I had a mouse problem in my apartment, and I started going to Dive to kind of escape that since it was open till 4 a.m. And then, like, one day I came in during the day and it was like a help wanted sign. And I talked to Jessie, who's like an OG. She's been there for like 15, 20 years. And she was like, yeah, like the boss is here. You should talk to him. And so I went up to Lee and I was like, hey, I heard you guys are looking for workers. Like, where'd you see that? I was like, help wanted sign right there. And he's like, well, I just hired somebody. I don't know where I'll find you or like where I'll put you, but we'll find a place for you. And I've been here since. So, yeah.
So, what is one thing people, when they come in, what do they think about you? Is anything, like, is there something, it's like, what do you like? It's like, oh, wow, this could be awesome. This could be fun. Like, are you energetic? Or are you just like, go with the flow?
I think it kind of is polarizing. Most people think I'm like really fun. Other people kind of think I'm a bitch, I guess. I like things a particular way. I'm a very like organized bartender. But like when I'm off duty, I really like to keep that separate. Yeah. So if I'm just like, hey, I'm sorry, I don't want to talk, then I'm just kind of like keeping to myself. But when I'm behind the bar, I'm more like expressive, I'm more enthusiastic, but I'm just very also very fun. It's fine.
I'm like, I feel like a lot of bartenders say the same thing. They like their stuff in order the way they like it, and they put stuff, where they know everything's at, and then
Right. And so I've gotten more relaxed, like as I've gotten like more mature as a bartender. Because I used to be very high stress and like I'm afraid of failure. So it's like if I make a mistake, I'm just like, oh my god, it's the end of the world. But like as things go on, like okay, it's not. We're not saving lives. It's not like rocket science. Like I'm not a doctor. I'm not doing it. So it's like if I make a mistake, I'm a little more calm. So I think now I'm less like uptight and more like relaxed and like chill when I'm behind the bar and I'm like working with people.
I mean, even though you're a bartender, you'd be surprised how many people make their day just talking to you. You give them this ability to talk back and forth, which is one thing we love about bartenders. It's not just you're here to serve a drink; they're there for you. Sometimes when it's not a great time, but they're there to listen or this. And even though you say don't save a life, you never know what you actually did, which is great. And that's one thing great about bartenders.
And Lee is like really like he's particular about that. He doesn't necessarily hire bartenders. He hires people who are great talkers. So I guess I kind of talked myself into a job, and I've definitely had my fair share of moments where I have met somebody on like either like their best day or like their worst day, and I just kind of guide them through that. You almost become like a therapist in a way. I have like lots of couples here in particular that have either met here, had like their first date. I know like Meg and Andrew, they just got married, and they're like, they got married like I think up in like Boston or like Maine, somewhere like in that New England area. I was like, I wish I could go with you, but it's like on a Saturday. But yeah, it's just you get to meet all these cool people and you sort of become like part of their lives. Yeah, again, you become their best day or their worst day. You just kind of have to deal with it.
So did you have bartending experience before you started here?
I did not.
Okay.
Absolutely not. No. So Jesse, Nick, who's Lee's son, they all had to like teach me how to pour beer, make drinks. I didn't know what a pickleback was. That was like my first like. I was like, what the fuck is that? And it's like, oh, it's like a shot of whiskey and like pickle juice. It's like that's disgusting.
It's actually fantastic.
It's actually really good. It's one of my favorite things to do. I don't do like really mixed drinks anymore. I do shots right now. I'm in my shot era, and like whiskey and pickle juice. It's like picklebacks are like my favorite thing.
That's amazing. So, like, what was the most hardest drink for you to learn?
Which one?
Hardest drink for you to learn?
hardest thing for me to learn. Probably just like multitasking for me. Here at 75, like you are the only bartender here. I inherited the Saturday shift, and going from like taking one person's order to being like, okay, I have your order. What do you want? What do you want? What do you want? And so like you're getting someone like 3 different people's drinks, closing them out, getting cocktails ready. That has been like the hardest thing for me to learn. Not like the cocktail itself, but learning how to manage a whole bar full of people. And I think I do a decent job. I haven't had anyone like walk out for like lack of service.
It's a science, and probably scientists are going to kill me. That's not no science. Deal with 15 to 30 people at once. Let's see how you deal with it. That's something.
It's a juggling act, and I'm glad that Lee and Nick kind of like entrusted me with that instead of like kind of breaking down the shift into like 2 people. They're like, okay, it's either you time to step up and you like work for it, or we'll find somewhere else for you to be. And like, luckily, I've been able to step up and do that.
It's amazing. That's awesome.
I was like, have you? So when you first came here, you just came here, and then is this the only place you've worked besides the other bar?
So I started out working at Dive 96, and I was working there Tuesdays and Sundays, and I would pick up like any shift that I could. And then Sundays became kind of spotty. And so I was like, hey, I really just need another shift. And the person who was bar backing here decided to go at one of the other locations at 106. And so I was like, I'll take anything. I don't care. Like, money is money. Like, I'm good. And so he gave me the bar backing shift down here. And I was working with one of the bartenders, Skylar. And we worked here for, I would say, like a year. And then he left to go abroad. And then they're like, okay, so bartender. And I was bartending here. I had a couple bar backs, but they either couldn't make it or they got an actual bartending shift. Sam, who works at 96 now, she used to bar back for me, but then she got the closing shift up at 96. So I've been kind of back and forth, like bar backless, having a bar back. So yeah.
Now, do you ever say someone's coming in for the first time? Is there a drink that you would make for someone to show your skills or anything like that? Do you have anything in your suitcase that you would take out, like, listen, I can make a drink for you. Let's go.
I love a good Cosmo. Like,
Cosmo.
Here we don't really have like any crazy mixes. Like, we don't have milk, we don't have milk. So but I love a good Cosmo. It's something that's like, it's sweet, it's like tart. And if you're not really into alcohol, you don't should drink it. Like, I always recommend that. Or like a nice like lemon drop like cocktail. That's something that's like pretty safe. But here I'm more of like doing fast service, like beer singing, like vodka sodas. So I'm not like a mixologist.
I understand.
Like, yeah, volume bartending. She's not started out.
So, what was one of the weirdest drinks someone ever asked you to make?
No, okay, so there was someone asked for a Jaeger mojito. Yeah, exactly. They're like, I want a mojito, but instead of rum, I want Jaeger. And I was just like, I didn't even make it. I made one of the other bartenders make it. I was like, I don't feel right about this. Yes, no, that face.
Well, me and my friends, we kill Jaeger. So to me, that's kind of like, I might be interested. But mojitos, that's with all like the mint and stuff like that, right?
Yeah, mint, the lime juice, the simple syrup, and like you top it with soda. But instead of rum, it's Jaeger.
Do you use a dark rum or light rum?
Well, no, because it's no rum at all. Like, they replace it.
That's what I mean. When you do regular mojitos, a light rum.
Right. So we just use like the house rum. So usually we use like the party.
Yeah.
And so that's like our house rum. That's like the like step up. Yeah.
That's not
It wasn't as bad. I tried it. It wasn't as bad as I thought it would be, but it also wasn't as good as I thought it would be. Yeah.
Except for some.
I want to try it, but I'm not that intrigued to try it. I gotta go. All my friends to do it.
Yeah, very, very odd combination. I did make a mistake one a year ago. There's this guy, Vinny. He was like my regular for a long time. And he comes up to me, he's like, I want a JMO orange. And so in my mind, I was like, okay, Jameson and orange juice. I kind of gave him like a side eye. And I made it for him. And he goes, I wanted the JMO orange, like the Jameson orange. And I was like, why did you make me make this? He's like, I just want to see how far you would go.
That's amazing.
Also, something that's not as great as I thought it would be, but also not as bad as I thought it would be.
I mean, that's also a weird mix.
Yeah.
It was a very odd combination.
Yeah.
Just the orange.
Yeah, I'm just like, I never thought of that.
So I'm recommending.
To each their own. Okay, so every bar has a regular. I'm sure you have yours.
Yeah.
What's like a funny story that like a regular has had, or not a funny story, but you know that you remember, like a memorable.
I love, like, we have a lot of regulars here. I guess that would be one, like Vinny and the orange juice. But honestly, just like hanging out, there's like the Daves in the corner. There's like no like particular like, memory that steps out, but it's just like these people share so much of their lives with you. I love the Daves that are here at 75. Let's see. Oh, okay. So one time, I don't know, they just like help you with different things. They help you take out the trash. So like one time I was working here, I was covering a very last minute shift, and I had to take the trash out, and I had one of the Daves just like help me out. But, like nothing like really funny or crazy. Other than like the bad stories, like our old regulars like getting kicked out of the bar or being like rude and obnoxious. But I don't always like share those stories. So it's awful.
Has there been a like time where you're at the bar and people are talking, but the story's too good for you to leave that you got to hear the rest of the story, even though you're not like you're just eavesdropping? Has ever had that kind of story?
Yeah. I will say, like, a lot of people talk way more openly about sex and like very loud voices than you would like. There's definitely a lot of situations that I'm like unnaturally like roped into. Honestly, if someone's like having a good conversation, I'm like, okay, but then I also kind of want to leave because it's never like good. It's always just like very uncomfortable. Like, why would you say that out loud? And it's like kind of like adjacent where I was like unwillingly in a situation. I had like this OnlyFans girl in the bar with her, I guess her boyfriend / filmer person here at 75. And it's like really early in the day. It's like 2 p.m. on a Saturday. And I'm like trying to tend bar and I'm just like, can I get you guys something to drink? And she's like, no, I'm totally fine. And he's like, why? He's like, why don't you drink alcohol? She's like, there's something wrong with my legs. And he's like, do they hurt? She's like, no, if I drink alcohol, they spread. And I'm like,
Oh,
yeah,
my God.
oh gosh, please stop. And so I make a face, I like walk away, and he's like, hey, can you like say that line again? And I was like, no, I don't want to be into like this little script thing that you have. But they end up like standing there and like sitting at the bar for like 40 minutes and doing that bit. And I'm just like in the corner, just like, I don't want to be in frame. I don't want to be part of like your OnlyFans moment. It was very odd, very bizarre.
They were trying to get you into the full story,
They
huh?
were trying to like get me into the story, and then they left. And then he left his tripod. He was also filming her, and then he's like, "Can I have my tripod back?" And I was like, "Oh, please, I don't." So it's like it's more like that. It's not like funny, but it's just weird. Unwilling participant in shenanigans.
So, what is your dislike drink to make for people?
One thing I don't like, probably mojitos. Mojitos are like really
Mojitos?
time consuming, and the fact that mint, like the little mint bits, get everywhere, and so you're making another drink and you already like shake it down and grab the shaker, and you have like that one bit of mint, and it goes into like an old fashioned or like Manhattan. It's like it's just like it's everywhere. Like mint is like bitter. It's like everywhere. It's just gross. I'm not a fan of making it. Other than that, like I don't mind making drinks.
So you're a big shot person, you said, right? You like shots? Now, do you ever drink that at the end of the night, you need something just to relax, calm you down? Is it still a shot, or is there a drink that you'll make for yourself to like, all right, we're good right now?
It's probably just like me sipping on some tequila, honestly, like Espolòn on the rocks, or like we have like Deep Eddy's lemon. So Deep Eddy's lemon on the rocks, like that's what I have, or like one of these like side cruisers, or like one of the canned
Yeah.
drinks. That's what I have when I do the money, and I'm just like, okay, it's time to go home, relax, let's get to bed.
Scott. I do have a question. Sun cruise and stuff like that. Now, Sun cruise are just pretty much ready to go drinks, pretty much.
Yeah.
One bartender said it to us, it's ready to go. It's ready to drink, RTD. Like, do you feel like I can make this better and like just doing like a splash of lemonade, a little juice and stuff like that, making it better this way, or you rather don't care how people order?
Honestly, I don't mind this like at all. It's very easy to drink. Like I said, I'm not a connoisseur of like cocktails, but yeah, this is like very easy to drink. I'm not really a fan of like high noons or like Trulies, like those things that like don't have sugar. I'm a sugary person. I love sugar, so this is sweet. Can't really taste the alcohol, but it gets you there.
Yeah, so now talking about Dom 75.
Yeah.
Like, what's the vibe like here? Like, is it just homey? Is it like a true dive bar? Like, how would you describe it?
I think it depends on the day, honestly. Like Thursday is more like a sports night. There's like Will who's at the bar. Saturdays is the shift that I work. It's a mixed bag. It's kind of early. Early in the day, it's like very sports heavy. We got the college football fans that come in, and then have a lull. We have people who are pre-gaming. They come in here for their like before they go out to like their secondary location. You get a lot of people from the Beacon right before they do like the comedy show or like concerts. And so that crowd is also varies. So it's like kind of old and young. And then like late night, it's very young. I'd say it's like 25, 30. It's more of like a club environment on Saturdays. And then like late night, it's like people coming in from it's like the after hour spots, like 4 o'clock in the morning. And then we have like industry people too.
It's very wide range, which is really good.
Range of people. And then like here, this is like a little bit different. I think there's like an event happening. So, like, I don't know, but this is like very much an anomaly. It's like young professionals who I do typically. So yeah, but it varies. It varies like by the day.
It's great.
Yeah.
Okay, so like I'm sure you've gone when you're not working, you go to other bars and stuff.
Yeah.
What do you think makes this bar different than other bars, or better, or
I think the people here make it great. I think the bartenders are what make this place great. I love that it's smaller. The hospitality that like Lee has curated to make this place feel like homey, despite like the amount of people that are in it, and the regulars, just like the neighborhood. Like this is what sets it apart from like any other night. Is like any other bar, and it's like it's unpretentious in a way that's just like okay, this is it. We serve beers, we have like alcohol, we push like some mixed drinks, most mixed drinks. Yeah, like I think that's what sets us apart. It's like we're just very welcoming, and
Now, starting 3 years ago, have you brought in your own regulars? Like people that started when you started, they're coming back just because of you?
Yeah, I would say so. Yeah, I have like my group of people that I see that I'm like, oh hey, like, and they're like, oh okay, so happy that you're working here.
Yeah.
I would say like probably a couple of people here, but I do have a group of teachers at 96 that do come because of me, and like they come like every Friday and they're at my table. Love that group of people. They're like Trinity School. I know it's like an elementary school or what, but yeah, I would like to say that I keep them there. Like they came because of Jesse and like people before, but they stay. Yeah, because I don't want to say be like too pretentious. Be like it's me, but like I wasn't there for my birthday. I went to home in Florida. They're like, oh, Allyse wasn't there. We're gonna go to a different bar. And I was like, okay, actually makes me feel kind of nice, but like also still go to the bar.
That's awesome. Now, so one of your regulars had to describe who you are as a bartender. What would they say about you?
Me? Oh, they hate me. No. I don't know. I think they would say that I'm a chatty person and that I love to talk a little too much. Yeah. I don't know. I have a hard time like thinking outside of that, but I hope that they would like me and that I'm like a very personal person. And it's like probably talk a little too much.
That's not a bad thing. I mean, it's, like I said, bartending is very good, especially if someone needs to
Yeah.
talk to someone or listen. It's always a great thing to have.
Yeah. Also, I just have a habit of knowing everyone's order. Like if they tend to do like a hazy IPA or, you know, Paloma, that's something that they always like to have. It's just like I remember their order, I guess.
I'm sorry.
I'm like, if okay, so like the walls could talk in this bar. What would be like the most interesting?
The walls,
Yeah.
it's a lot of history. Just like if I just like, man, I'm like sick of these kids that come in. No, if the walls could talk, definitely a lot of like weird, bizarre stories to tell. A lot of just like just like cool moments and just like there's a lot of history here. I met a guy in like Montauk and he was like, I used to go here like back in the day, like 10 years ago. And he's like, and it's still the same people. It's like, well, they might have shifted around, but yeah, they could talk. They would just talk about a lot of like the history of this place.
That's great that you have people from all over talk about this bar. That's an awesome thing.
I'm like just deeply honored to be part of what is like history here.
We need one of these bars downtown. We work downtown Brooklyn. There's nothing like this anymore. A lot of bars shut down. We need a place like this downtown.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be nice because it needs it. It's something place like this.
That's
Now, have you ever like so you've been bartending 3 years?
Yeah.
Now, has anything like you think this could be something you do forever, or would it be something like that you might stop, do like here or there, or is this something that you love so much, like you think you could stay around and just do this?
I think I do want to stick around. There's nothing like it. You get to see just like a bunch of different people, a bunch of different characters, like every single shift. There's no two shifts that are the same, and it's like I've always want to have at least like one shift different. And it's just like it's a great place to socialize. Also, you get paid to socialize. That's one of my favorite things. Like whether it's something I'll be doing like when I'm 60, I don't know.
Yeah.
But like for the foreseeable future, like this is something that I do want to keep doing.
Have this ever made you think about opening your own place?
No.
Okay.
I know. I see firsthand like how much dedication and how like how much shit you have to go through in order to keep things going. And I admire Nick and Lee for doing that.
Yeah.
But I do not think that I have the cojones to do that. Like it takes a different type of person and to run it and not only run it but run it well. And they do it far better than I can. They have like a better temperament.
Concerning this at all the bar, has there been any haunted things in this bar?
Have any what?
Haunted. Has any been haunted?
No, but the electric is kind of crazy. There was one time I was working a shift and we have like these electric like sconces that are like built into the bar. I accidentally got the whole bar wet because I was like cleaning out the dishwasher, hit the button, water went everywhere. It got the sconces wet, and so I'm like cleaning it, and I got electrocuted. But you see, I'm like holding on. I'm like, oh god. So we work in pairs at 96. So I'm like actually like getting electrocuted. Joseph, who was there, he's just like looking. He's like, what's going on? And I'm just like, finally I release it. I'm like, I need to go home. I need to like not be here. And then this lady in the back, she's like, can I have my run on coke? Like, I'm like, did you not see me get electrocuted like 5 seconds ago? But yeah, I'll get you your drink. I'm so sorry. Don't let me get electrocuted.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Don't worry, I'll still get your drink.
I'm just fried a little bit. Yeah, don't worry about it.
So yeah, that's like old cars. Everything's like built in.
I mean, I'm glad you survived it.
Me too. It was like a small shop, but it was just like I mean, it's just like your finger in like a light socket. It's like more like that rather than like an actual like death shock. It was just not fun.
I'm like, I would have went on too. I'd be like, nah, I can't do that.
Yeah.
What do you think, like, as a bartender, what has that taught you? Like patience,
That definitely taught me a lot of patience. You can explain something to somebody all day and they still hit you with a question. That's just kind of like what I would say like the best example. So it's like, oh, what ciders do you have on draft? And I'm like, okay, so I have a pumpkin cider. Like, a pumpkin cider, like what is that? I'm like, it's a pumpkin cider. They're like, but yeah, but what is that? It's a cider that tastes like pumpkin. I don't know how to break it down to you like any clearly than that. But it's a lot of that. It's just you have a responsibility for people who are less than, I guess, they're like inebriated. So you're like a babysitter for like a bunch of drunk kids. And it just teaches you like a lot of patience, a lot of responsibility. People put their trust in you a lot, especially like women in the bar who maybe get like a little too drunk, a little too tipsy, and you have a responsibility to take care of that. Yeah, but that's like what it's taught me. Is that you feel like a little nicer to humanity.
It's something you learn, and it's something great about bartenders because they know you're there. You know, you maybe had a little too much, and they're there for you. It's not like they're just throwing you out.
Yeah.
And that you take care of you, make sure you're okay. So it's a great thing about bartenders and stuff.
Yeah, especially since we're like a late night bar, and like we have like one of the few licenses that's open until 4. I get a lot of people who come in to drunk already, and I'm like, okay, here's some water, chill out, and then you can go home. But I'm not serving, and you just have to like start. Like when you start working, you don't necessarily have like that way, and like seeing when someone's too drunk, so you develop it like over time. Like that's something I'm still working on. But I think I have like a good handle on it now, especially like the young kids who are coming in who's like a little too wasted. Yeah.
Now, Die 75, or excuse me, Die 75, what would be your slogan to this bar? Or how would you like, yeah, sorry, how would you feel about this bar? What would your slogan be? How would you do it?
or how would you describe it as somebody who's never been here before?
I'd say just it's just a no frills place. Like a phrase. I don't know if I can become our new regular. It's just like it's just like a place. It's like it feels like home. It's I hate saying this. Like it's never like the place that you want to stay, but it's a place you still want to get a drink. It's like no one here like makes this place their night, or it's like very rarely on a Saturday someone makes this place like their bar for the night. It's always someone coming to or coming from, but yeah, going to or coming from. So it's just like come on, have a drink, get in, get out, go have your adventure.
Now, have you ever had any love interest in this bar?
I mean, what?
Love interest?
No. Okay. Well, it's like yes and no. I made a rule to myself not to date in the bar, not to date like regulars, and don't find relationships. So it never ends. And it's just kind of like I don't want to shit where I eat, and it goes for like all the dive bars. Like 96, I dated a couple guys there, and it just didn't end well. So not gonna do that. Yeah.
What was your worst and best pickup line you ever heard?
Like the worst one I think is like the guy didn't tip and he left his number. Oh, it was like the worst. And the best is like they tipped me like $40 and they left their number. Yeah. I think that's really how it is.
Yeah, you can't do that.
I can't beat it.
They want to get tip. That's will not get full up.
Right. I'm just like, what? Your tip is not your phone number. I'm sorry. Like treat me like a human being. Give me like $1 a beer or like 18%, and then we'll see.
Have you ever had to turn someone down? Like like they like one writing a number different from actually asking you well.
Yeah.
Having to be like, oh.
Yeah, I've had to do that a couple times. There was one guy I used to work at a place downtown, and he found out that I worked here. And then he would come in on my shift like every Saturday, and it's like, listen, we really respect like what you're doing. I'm not interested. He somehow found my Instagram and then would like message me, and I'm just like, again, not interested. And I had to just like be like really firm with that. It's like, okay, I don't want you around. It's kind of freaking me out. It's like every single Saturday, like clockwork, he would come in and try to hit on me, and I'm like, okay, like I know he's like most likely harmless, but it's just weird at this point because it was like for like 2 months straight. He would just like come in every single Saturday shift, and he would just like drink like 2 Bud Lights, just like stare at me. I'm like walking back and forth, and it's just like, and I'm like, order something, do some talk to somebody, make friends. I don't know, but yeah, you like that.
So I want to do. Sorry, this is by the time the battery dies, I'm going to change it. I want to do like a little worksheet association by like I say a drink, I say a type of liquor. You say what's your favorite drink or what drink you like to make.
Okay.
So we go like tequila.
Margarita, spicy margaritas.
You guys, those spicy margaritas here?
We have like Tonteo, which is a jalapeno tequila, and that's as close as like spicy margarita like we got. Also, we have like some hot sauce. So one of my regulars likes to bring in like very spicy hot sauce, and if someone's like, I want it like super spicy, just like dump that in there, shake it up, and there, yeah,
That's a new one.
Yeah.
I mean, that sounds amazing because I like spicy, but I'm just like, oh, that's new. Okay.
yeah.
So it's let's go with Jen.
Is it gimlet? Yeah, gimlet.
It's like the gimlet.
I can make a gimlet. Yeah.
Not the gimlet. I'm just like, all right, keep talking.
Let's go like let's go with a whiskey. Like no mixer or just straight.
Like a Manhattan, or like or I just like take it neat. Yeah, someone usually just like Eagle Rare on the rocks. They have like a regular dessert, so like a nice Manhattan.
Please, good.
Rum? Is that rum? My ties.
That was quick.
Now, if you can make your own drink and name it, what would that be?
Oh my gosh, I would just buy like Allyse's fuck up. We have like a bottle of Malort in there, and I just like give it to you. Just like give you a shot of Malort and a High Life.
Yeah.
Because I don't know, I'm like the prankster of my group sometimes, and we just got Malort in our arsenal at both dives, and so like my thing is just like I put a little bit, not so you can taste it like immediately, but it lingers. It's like, I mean, you've had Malort before, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so like it lingers in your palate. So you just like take like half a shot of Malort and you like put it in someone's like Miller Lite, or how I pranked Nick during like a birthday party on Saturday. It was like a little bit of Malort, and I topped it off with some Buffalo Trace for coloring, because like Malort's like very light and Buffalo Trace is dark. And he took it with some friends. Yeah.
That is awesome.
And diabolical and like really mean. Yeah, but that's what I would do. Oh, there's Nick. And he's like, no.
I'm not here.
But yeah.
All right, quick question. The
Yes.
ducks in the back.
So we have a bunch of draft cocktails here at Dive 75. We have a green tea old fashioned, an espresso martini. There's something called the pink drink with Terramana. We have it's called the Walk, which is the wicked ass Paloma with Rosaluna. And so like all of these draft cocktails, the duck is on us. So yeah, so we put like a little duck in the drink and garnish it normally. And some of them come with like gummies. And yeah.
And not changing back to, you said you used to be a photographer. What do you used to be a photographer for?
So I still do it, not as much, but I do product photography and food photography. I've done some for the bar, and I have a studio in my apartment, and that's my main gig. It's kind of now it's like kind of half and half, bartending and half photography. Like gets me through the day. Pays my rent basically.
You good? So now at the end, we always give the bartender the floor. Say what you want to say, your piece, your on Instagram, you want people to follow you. Whatever you think you do, the floor is yours. Say what you want to say.
Okay.
Is it
Go on.
advice or
Advice?
Yeah. I guess like my advice is like for everyone who wants to start bartending, just honestly go into like any small bar with like your resume and honestly keep trying bars until you get a yes. Honestly, like it has been one of the greatest things in my life. I love bartending so much and I'm deeply, deeply grateful to be part of like this dive bar family. Lee and Nick, it's a very unique experience. Like no one is gonna treat you the way that these guys treat you. And if you ever get a shift here at Dive, you will be like one of the luckiest bartenders like in New York City, honestly, truly. But you can follow me on my Instagram. It is hold on, sorry, I forgot. So I have two Instagrams. My photo Instagram is Allyse Francis. It's ALLYSE FRANCIS. And then my personal, like my bartending Instagram has like personal, like my foodie stuff. It's Allyse ate that, and that's ALLYSE.ATE.THAT. And thank you guys for having me.
Thank you, Allyse.
Can I have another?
It was awesome. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
That's amazing. Allyse, thank you for another session. Can I have another? I'm Mike. This is Steph. Thank you and have a good night.
good night?
Thank you.